The Charlotte Hornets just sent the message to the NBA. I mean, woo, what a game last night. That was one of the best NBA games I've ever seen in my life. That is by far the best play-in game that I've seen, and it's probably going to be the best play-in game that I see for the next 10 years because that game was electric. The Charlotte Hornets beat the Heat last night, 127-126, and there are a bunch of players that I want to talk about from both sides, so let's go ahead and get into the game and let's break it down. So the Charlotte Hornets took down the Miami Heat, and it was a group effort. I'm not even going to start with LaMelo Ball. Let's go ahead and talk about Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges, I know that he's had the off-the-court issues, and if you don't like him, you don't like him. But this guy plays his heart out for Charlotte. He made winning plays on both sides of the basketball last night. Just such a good thing to see, and I have to salute him for his performance last night. 28 points, 10 of 18 from the field, 5 of 10 from the 3 of 3 from the line, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks, 1 including the game-winning block that he put his body on the line for. And Miles Bridges just knocking down big shot after big shot last night. He hit a clutch 3 in overtime last night. He had a layup that put him up by 5. I thought for sure that the Hornets were in control of that game, but obviously not, because he had an answer for everything that the Hornets threw out. But Miles Bridges just made very, very big plays last night. He played 43 minutes. And he just hit big shot after big shot. When you needed him, he was there. Shout out to Miles Bridges. He played a hell of a game. I got to move on to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller, 23 points, 9 of 17 from the field, 5 of 10 from the 3, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks. I mean, Brandon Miller, Mr. Big Shot. Brandon Miller hit some very clutch threes last night. The 3 from the corner, the 3 from the top over Jaime Jaquez. I thought that 3 had no chance because Jaime played some great defense on that possession. But Brandon Miller was there to knock these big shots down before they went to overtime, and he just played a hell of a game. Shout out to Brandon Miller. I cannot wait to see this Hornets team make the playoffs. The energy in the building for the game was so electric. Buzz City is alive. I need this team in the playoffs. I was so sad because, guys, we have to understand the Hornets were down by 6 points. 6 points with around 2 minutes left. They gave the 3 up to Tyler Hero. I said, oh my goodness, the Hornets are about to go home. There's no way. And then Brandon Miller knocking down clutch threes. Miles Bridges knocking down a clutch 3. And shout out to Mr. Kobe White. Kobe White, 19 points, 7 of 15 from the field, 5 of 8 from the 3. He made the shot that took it to overtime. A fadeaway 3. Almost was a foul because I seen Miami was playing for the foul. Pelle Larson had his hand on his arm, but he quickly took it off. But it was just an insane shot from Kobe White, knocking that down, coming into overtime, producing as well. I mean, the luxury of having a guy like Kobe White coming off the bench when you have someone like Con Knipple go 2 of 12, 0 for 6 from the 3. Arguably his worst game of the season, and he picked a hell of a time to do it. But Kobe White had his back, and I mean, the rookie is going to have games like that. Can't be too hard on Con Knipple. He was out there trying to give a good effort, but it just was not his night. Shout out to Kobe White, though, for cleaning up the mess. Moussa Diabate, 8 points, 14 rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds. I promise you guys, everywhere that I look, Moussa Diabate was in the paint trying to get a rebound, and he was securing the rebounds. He made winning plays last night. Shout out to Moose. I cannot believe that this guy was on the Clippers, and the Clippers did nothing with him. Like, I for some reason, I just feel like the Clippers have sleeper players all the time, and then they end up going somewhere else, and then after that, they become like really impact players. But shout out to Diabate, moves, as the Charlotte Hornets fans do whenever he touches the ball and makes a play. I love it. LaMelo, my savior Ball. What a game from LaMelo Ball. And I know, guys, 2 of 16 from the 3. I've never seen anything like it. But tell me, am I wrong? LaMelo Ball last night was attacking that paint like it was his rookie season. I have not seen LaMelo attack the paint like that. I have not seen LaMelo attack the mid-range like that since his rookie season, damn near. I mean, he did not want to go home, guys. He was scoring at 3 levels. Well, I really can't say 3 levels, 2 of 16 from the 3, but you guys get what I mean. LaMelo was a plus 15 when he was out there on the court, so even with the shooting woes, that is when the Hornets were at their best, when he was on the court. And that is the usual story for the Charlotte Hornets. Now, LaMelo, 10 of 15 on his 2-point attempts. So he had a very great game from inside the arc. 2 of 16. LaMelo Ball, 2 clutch layups in overtime. Now, LaMelo did make the bonehead decision. He turned the ball over. Then right after he turned the ball over, he fouled Tyler Hero as well from 3. But he made up for it doing LaMelo Ball things, getting the last shot of the game and making the game-winning layup. Just what a game from LaMelo. He laid it all on the line last night. I really seen that he wanted to win that game. That is one game where I just seen LaMelo really having intensity. Whenever he made a big play, you could see the emotion from him. He was showing it. He was giving the fans what they wanted to see. LaMelo Ball deserves to be in the playoffs. These Hornets made the play-in 2021. lost to the Pacers. Made it in 2022, lost to the Hawks. This is their year, man. Like, this is their year. They have all the players they need. They have the momentum that they need to do it. The Hornets, last year, these guys were looking like they were going to get another lottery pick. I want you all to understand that. 33-16 since January 1st, guys. They are 44-38. That means before the new year rolled off, they were 11-22. These guys had absolutely zero chance to make the playoffs, but here we are, one game away from doing it. I'm very proud of this Hornets team. I'm very proud of Charles Lee. It was just a hell of a game. Speaking of the game last night, Grant Williams, that three-pointer from the corner almost lost the Hornets the game. But shout out to those guys just doing what they had to do to get the win. It was so exciting to see. I cannot wait for Hornets playoff basketball. I just believe that whoever loses this game between the 76ers and the Magic, they're going to lose to the Hornets. I don't think that either one of those teams who loses are better than Charlotte. I think that they have the momentum. The Heat really tested them. And I just think they're ready for the playoffs. I believe that this is the leap for the Hornets. So shout out to these guys. I really hope that they make it. Now, talking about the Heat on their side, there are a lot of questions that need to be answered for the Miami Heat this offseason. And I'm wishing Bam Adebayo a speedy recovery. I do not think that was a malicious play from LaMelo Ball. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Now, should he have gotten a flagrant one? Probably. Made contact with the ankle. But I want everyone to understand, LaMelo Ball is not physically strong enough to be laying down on the floor, grabbing a 6'9", 250-pound male's ankle and flipping him like that. I want you guys to physically try to grab something laying down and just like throwing it. It's going to be way harder. I think Bam was already falling because of his momentum. I think LaMelo Ball was just trying to clear the area. I don't think there was any ill intent. We've never seen LaMelo Ball just have ill intent with plays. So, you know, the NBA is looking over that right now. I hope there are no suspensions because I don't think that there was any foul play with that. I just think that Bam Adebayo was already falling with his momentum. LaMelo did make contact with the ankle, but I do not believe that is what made Bam fall on his backside like that. I just believe he was trying to make a hustle play, and it did look a little bad, but I don't think that LaMelo could cause that man to fall like that. But anyways, talking about the Heat, there are a couple things that I want to talk about. One, the Tyler Hero, Norman Powell situation. A decision has to be made in the offseason. A decision has to be made in the offseason because you have two guys who were all-stars. Norman Powell this season, Tyler Hero last season. They can't play on the court together. They are terrible when they're on the court together. Net ratings all the way to the floor when they're out there together. They have no chemistry. Both not good defenders. Both play the same type of play style. And it's actually funny, Norman Powell, when he was on the floor, he was plus 11. I have no idea why Norm couldn't get some more minutes. 19 minutes for your all-star. Eric Spoelstra, what are we doing? 19 minutes for your all-star. That is absolutely insane. There has to be answers. Davion Mitchell last night took it back to Baylor. Shout out to him. He had a great game. He made big plays. Tried to get the game-winning layup, didn't go his way, but playing 47 minutes pretty much the whole game, 28 points, 12 of 24, 4 of 9 from the 3, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 0 turnovers. Shout out to Davion Mitchell, an excellent game. Kel'el Ware, we need to talk about this kid more. I need to see him all next season. He needs to be a full-time starter. This is a guy that can really be special. He didn't have the best game shooting, only 12 points, 5 of 12, 2 of 8 from the three-pointer, but he did have 19 rebounds. He had 5 blocks. He had a snatch block in the air that was absolutely insane. I was so shocked. And I just think that Kel'el Ware needs to be a big focal point for this Heat team. Andrew Wiggins took it back in time, 27 points, 10 of 18, 4 of 8 from the 3, 7 rebounds. He had 2 big threes that should have won them the game, but the Hornets just kept clawing back, kept fighting back. Just an amazing game to see. Tyler Hero, 23.7 to 18, 3 of 6 from the 3, 6 of 6 from the line. Tyler made some big plays at the end of the game. We talked about the fadeaway from the corner. Then after that, he got fouled, hit all 3 of his free throws. Tyler Hero played an excellent final couple of minutes of that game. I believe for an 8-minute stretch, Tyler Hero played excellent basketball, the best basketball you could play for what he needs to be doing. But, you know, it was some plays last night I seen where Tyler Hero was just getting cooked defensively. They were attacking him a little bit. I seen LaMelo Ball make a couple of points on Tyler Hero as well. Just not really a good defender, and that's going to be the problem with him and Norman Powell on the floor together. Jaime Jaquez, 5 of 14. I didn't even realize watching the game that he was 5 of 14 because it just seemed like he made the toughest shots yesterday. He had a super tough fadeaway on the baseline. He had some wide open three-pointers last night. He did hit 2 of 6 overall, though. He did have 8 assists and 6 rebounds. But Jaime Jaquez, it just looked like he played way better than 5 of 14, and I honestly think he did. But fell short at the end of the day. Larson gave you some pretty decent minutes. Fontecchio did absolutely nothing in his minutes, 0 for 1. I just think that this Heat team needs to be constructed differently. I believe that they have to figure something out this offseason, because other than that, they're going to be stuck in this play-in era. And there's no more Jimmy Butler, guys. There are not going to be any more 8 seed beating the 1 seed and going to the finals and all of this stuff for the Miami Heat. Those days are over with. I think that they need to focus on a team that they can build for the future. Otherwise, they're going to be stuck in play-in hell. But this Hornets team is amazing. I can't really say much else about them. I think that these guys are special. Charles Lee, shout out to you. I do want to see some better offensive sets in late game situations, because last night could have easily been lost. They wasted so much time on the clock to get Grant Williams stuck with that terrible shot out the corner. I just believe that there are going to have to be better drawn up plays. But he did draw up that excellent play, and Kobe White hit a crazy shot. So shout out to those guys, man. Just a lot of positive things to say about the Hornets. And I'm definitely excited for these guys as well. Before I get up out of here, I'm going to shout out Ryan Kalkbrenner as well. Played very good in his minutes that he was given. 6 points in 13 minutes, 5 rebounds, plus 12 while he was on the court. Shout out to the rookie. Shout out to all the rookies on this Hornets team. They're playing well beyond their years, and I love to see it. But you guys, let me know what you thought about the game. But also, let me know how you feel about this Hornets team. I would love to discuss it in the comments with you guys. As always, God bless you all. I appreciate the support, and I'm out. Peace.